All right, so Natalie here hit us up, and she wanted us to test her man because he cheated on her at probably the worst possible time, which is when she was pregnant, right, Natalie?
Yeah, it's definitely just been rough.
All right, so you hit us up and you said, "Look, I'm starting to see some of the same patterns I saw when he was messing around before. Why don't you bring us up to this point, and we will tell you what we found out last night when we did War of the Roses to catch a cheater."
Yeah, so I it's just a lot of my trust issues. So my husband and I, we should be enjoying our first Christmas as a family of three. For years, I couldn't wait to be a mom and celebrate my baby's first Christmas. So, I have all these plans and expectations just to make everything just magical. And so we've been married for 3 years. I had my baby girl back in February. So, I'm happy as ever, right? But it just feels like all my dreams are just shattered right now because I have suspicions about my husband that, I mean, they were kind of confirmed over the summer. So um, I had found out that he has been seeing someone he met online, and it just kind of spiraled me. Like, I've been super depressed, and especially as a new mom, I'm like, I'm just terrified. It's my heart broken. So right now I'm like weighing all my options, and so I felt I needed to separate from him because I genuinely don't feel like I could trust him. So, and it was making my emotions really hard, and like I couldn't really focus on the baby, my job. So I needed my space, and so I told him to just kind of pack his things. And I didn't have it in me to see if we can make it work. So that was a few months ago. And then after a few months, I started to think a little more clearly. My hormones were a lot less, right? And my parents were really helping me out a lot with the baby, so I wasn't super sleep deprived. And so a few months ago, my husband and we started talking again, and we're now at this point trying to make things work. Um, I've been trying hard to forgive him and move forward with our marriage and our family, but it's I feel like I can forgive, but I'm working on the trust factor. I'm like still trying to feel like if I can trust him. I do want to move forward. I want to spend our first Christmas together, especially with the baby. And I don't know, it would be a great gift to be able to do it without feeling anxious or paranoid. But I do have just like a looming suspicion that, I feel like he could be tempted. I don't think he's seeing anybody, but I'm not 100% sure. So at this point, I'm just, if you guys can test him, and just, I'm praying that he passes. I feel like this is my only option at this point.
Right. And we did that last night. But look, I do want to say this, and I said this yesterday also, that he has earned your angst and he has earned your paranoia. He screwed around on you while you were pregnant. So I said this yesterday. I'm not sure how you feel about it, but not. How old is your child now?
Um, so she'll be a year in a
A
couple
year.
months.
A
Yeah.
year to me after that kind of infidelity and the timing of it still feels fresh to me. It would take longer than a year for me to get to 98% trust. So don't beat yourself up about that.
Yeah.
And you guys
It's
did
just hard.
counseling, right?
Yeah, and you did
Yeah.
counseling, right?
Counseling. You've
Yeah.
tried everything a responsible person would try.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know what else to do at this point.
Okay, so some results from last night. We did something on Instagram last night, our Insta scam last night.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Usually we do Snapchat Sting, but Natalie's husband does not have Snapchat, so we did the Instagram scram. I'm sorry. Scram. Instagram scam. Scram is such a great word.
It
We need to
is,
bring
right?
that back. Scram. Okay, sorry. Okay, good. Moving on. Sorry, Natalie. Here's your results. We had Kristen's hot friend reach out to Natalie's husband on Instagram and start messaging him. She said, "Just came across your profile. I like it. As a new follower, can I request even more pictures of just you?" He said, "Ha, sure, I'll try." She said, "Seriously, your photos are pretty, but the best ones have you in them." He said, "No,
Mm,
the best ones have my daughter in them." She said, "So that
mm,
sweet baby girl is your daughter?" And he said, "She sure is." She said, "What a cutie." He said, "She sure is." She said, "I don't see any pictures of a mom." He said, "Nope, she doesn't like being on Instagram." Is that true, Natalie?
yeah, no, I'm not. I don't have time to even be on social media.
Gotcha. All right, so he's being truthful so far. She said, "So I should assume you're married then?" He said, "Kinda."
Mm.
Mm,
She said, "How are you kinda married?" He said, "Well, I guess I am officially married, but I kinda don't know for how long."
okay.
She said, "Interesting." And he sent a smiley face emoji. She said, "So should I consider you available?" He said, "I think you should. Yes." She said, "Let's catch up late tonight. Will you be alone?" He said, "I can be." She said, "We'll chat then." And that's where it ended.
Okay, so I think the first thing you do after getting off the phone with us is call a divorce attorney right off the bat.
Call several of them.
Yeah, several of them. So, you know, I hate these. I hate when they go like this. I certainly hate when it happens after you're talking about, a young child in the picture also. But,
Yeah.
your suspicions were right. Your instinct was right. And this is a generalization and it's really judgmental, but I kind of just feel like anybody that can cheat on a woman while she's pregnant with their kid, that's pretty low. And I don't know, you bounce back from
absolutely.
that kind of character issue in 1 year.
No, that's the most egregious of fouls, honestly. And I know that you can at least take a breath of relief that this isn't paranoia. This was women's intuition, and you were correct.
Right.
I'm sorry this is happening to you for what it's worth. Can't imagine.
Yeah, it's just crappy.
I'm sorry, Natalie.
All right, Natalie, normally what I try to do here is get you off the phone as quickly as possible because you got a lot of processing to do here. So let's do that. I can't even tell you how sorry I am. What a POS this dude is. And yeah, start calling divorce attorneys, start calling your friends and get them today.
Yep, that's the game plan.
All right,
So
Natalie.
thanks for helping me find this out. It does help.
Go protect you, go protect your child, and go be happy.
Yeah, thank you guys.
All right, bye-bye.
The Bert Show.